So we knew it was coming, and man, this is really, really bad. This is some bad news for Xbox employees. It's bad news for Xbox fans. I have a lot to say about it, to be honest with you, so I do kind of want to get into it just as quickly as possible. We knew that this was coming because we had heard that they were going to do layoffs and possible studio closures. We also got canceled games out of this. And to me, this all falls on Phil Spencer, right? You have this guy, he's been there 11, 12 years doing this job. They can't ship games, they can't sell games, their console's not selling. Even the stuff that they're putting on PlayStation isn't selling. At some point, you have to take a look at the management and do something there. I doubt that Microsoft ever does that, though. But yeah, this is like definitely not a good situation right now. And for a lot of people saying Xbox is fine, I don't see how anybody could say Xbox is fine, to be honest with you. This is the funny part, right? So there's people out there that would have you believe that Microsoft is okay not making any money on their next console because they're going to allow Steam Store, where Steam will take all their third-party game sales, all their third-party microtransactions. They won't be able to get people to pay to play online anymore, so they're going to take they're okay with losing billions of dollars doing that stuff, but at the same point in time, they have to close studios, fire thousands of people, and cancel games. Make it make sense. Hey, I'm Crap Gamer. This is Crap Gamer Reviews with another video. Thank you for checking it out. I appreciate it. Like, share, subscribe. I would appreciate that as well. It helps out the channel. Means a lot to me personally. And you know what? Let's just say, this is one of those things that I like to do the videos, but this is a sad video to do. Again, this is just really, really bad. At the end of the day. So, this is the 4th of July week, too. You know what I mean? And, this is sad to see for sure. So, let's go ahead and get into it because there's a lot to talk about. The Xbox confirmed. This is the interesting part. They say we will end or decrease work in certain areas of the business. So that's a weird way of putting it. So they're going to end or decrease work in certain areas of business. You have to wonder where that is. According to this, Microsoft said that as much as 4% or roughly 9,100 of the company's total employees across all departments, including gaming, would be affected. We continue to implement organizational and workforce changes that are necessary to position the company and teams for success in a dynamic marketplace. In a message sent to all staff, Microsoft head of gaming Phil Spencer stated that the cuts were designed to end or decrease work in certain areas of business and follow Microsoft's lead in removing layers of management to increase agility and effectiveness. Basically a bunch of PR nonsense, right? This is terrible. You got the 4th of July weekend, you got morale, terrible. So according to Bloomberg, the King Division, which makes Candy Crush, is cutting 10% of its staff, or 200 jobs. Other European offices, such as ZeniMax, have reportedly begun informing employees that job cuts are underway, with U.S. cuts expected to be notified later today. According to this, Rare has been affected in its long development original IP Everwild, which has been canceled as well. So, very interesting. As you guys know, Everwild was announced in 2019. According to people with knowledge of the project, team members were informed of the news, which comes amid significant layoffs across Microsoft and Xbox, which were formally announced today. Employees are likely to lose their jobs as part of a broader restructuring of Sea of Thieves developer Rare. Now, here's the thing. When I complained that it was stupid that they were porting Sea of Thieves to PlayStation, everybody told me, no, this will help save Rare. This will help save Everwild. This will help, them be able to do this and that and the other thing. And none of that came true, right? Are you guys starting to notice the pattern here? Like, what is the morale like if you work at Xbox right now, right? They're claiming they're making more money and doing better than ever, but they're cutting jobs by the thousands and canceling games. And this isn't the only game canceled, by the way. And there's more of this going to be coming throughout the day. So I wanted to do this video early, but early it's like a bloodbath. Including prototype phase, Everwild had been in development for over a decade, with anonymous developers indicated that they had struggled to nail down a clear direction for the title, even after reboots of the project. Rare first announced Everwild in 2019 and released another trailer in 2020. Updates on the game were scarce in the years that followed, except for Phil Spencer's insistence that progress was being made. It's been a while, and we've been able to give those teams time and what they're doing which is good, and still have a portfolio like we have. It's like a dream that Matt Booty and I have for a long time, so it's finally good to be there. We give those teams time. Back in 2021, with sources of knowledge, Everwild's development revealed that the game design had essentially been restarted from scratch, and veteran designer Greg Miles was put in charge of the product. Miles is one of Rare's most experienced designers, having led Donkey Kong Country, Banjo-Kazooie, Viva Pinata, and Sea of Thieves. Xbox Game Studios boss Matt Booty later said Rare's Everwild team wanted to make sure it was something special before showing the game publicly again. So yeah, Microsoft confirmed a lot of layoffs, and we're getting other news that there's other games that could be, done as well. Again, and this is not good, right? So not only is Everwild possibly gone, but now they're looking into reports that Perfect Dark. So Everwild was first announced in 2019 as a new IP from Rare. Rare's been known for its work on a lot of other things. Windows Central, according to this, is currently investigating reports that Perfect Dark and ZeniMax Online Studios' new online IP have also been canceled. They're waiting hard confirmation as Microsoft continues to let staffers know where the cuts are. ZeniMax Online Studios' new IP hadn't been formally revealed, but Perfect Dark has had multiple trailers since its announcement. The studio, The Initiative, has been working on the game for many years in partnership with Embracer Group's Crystal Dynamic of Tomb Raider fame. However, they can confirm that Xbox hardware has largely avoided cuts. Speculation was mounting over the past week that Microsoft will seek to reduce its hardware ambitions, despite recently announcing new first-party hardware in partnership with AMD. Windows Central understands that this latest layoff round has not impacted Microsoft's next-gen hardware plans, which include a full successor to the Series X that could even possibly include Steam support. So again, I say this, right? They can afford to include Steam support where they'll lose all this money. You won't have to pay to play online. People will buy their game from Steam instead of Microsoft Store. People will buy the microtransactions from Steam instead of the Microsoft Store. They'll lose billions and billions of that, but they cancel games, close studios, lay off thousands of people. Like, none of this stuff makes sense to me. It's really a bad situation. That's really, really sad. That's really sad to see. And again, it's just really, really a sad day. It's like we have this situation where all of these people are kind of looking at this and going, okay, well, it had to be made, and it's like, listen, they didn't have to be made. If you look to what Nintendo did, the Wii U was a tremendous flop, and Satya, and what happened back then was Iwata took a big pay cut, right, so that they didn't have to fire people and lay people off, and the reason why you do that, there's obviously a lot of reasons and things like that, but I think the biggest reason is you want people to feel safe and secure at their job, and the fact that, and so that they can not have to always constantly worry about that coming from behind them, and that's a big problem. That's like a real issue when it comes down to it, because Microsoft continues to, fire people, and this probably won't be the last round, but you know what? Microsoft will, gets really, like Phil Spencer will get his big bonus. Like, people don't realize this. Like, Phil Spencer makes over $15 million a year. He gets bonuses in the millions. Satya gets, millions and millions and millions in bonuses every year as well. And, I get it. I like capitalism, but this is just like real crappy in general, the way that this is going about, like on the holiday. And canceling the studios and canceling the games, like it's the same Microsoft. Like, remember, like people used to like hope that Xbox wouldn't buy studios because they seem to ruin everything, right? And that's just the truth. It's like they're ruining everything that they touch. And now it's like these games that they've been like touting, and who's to blame for this? Phil, like 12 years at the job, can't ship games, can't make profit. It's like his idea to buy Activision, his idea to buy ZeniMax, his idea to, do the Initiative. Like, all this stuff is under his watch, and yet people we'll back this guy up and act like he's like some kind of saint or it's not his fault. Like at some point, the blame falls to the leadership, right? Like it blows my mind. It blows my mind. Anyway, let me know what you guys think. Thanks for watching. Rack 'em up. Crap Gamer out.